Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Puff's coming back to you with another review, and today we've got one for the custard lovers. We have 3 flavours from Chris Bell over at Empire Vape Co. This is the last 3 flavours in the EVC line. So those of you who watch the channel may have seen my Dead Man's Arm review a few weeks ago, and since trying that I've been pretty desperate actually to try the rest of the flavours in the range. So 4 flavours in total, this being the first one that I tried. As with that bottle, all these flavours come in a 70-30 VG-PG mix. Comes in 100ml bottles, and in that bottle you've got a room to add some nick shots. When you add your nick shots, if it's a VG, you're going to bring the ratio up of the VG-PG to from 70%, you're going to bring that up a wee bit. So in terms of pricing for the range, you're looking at $18.99 per bottle. Now that is 100ml bottles, and to be fair, I have seen short fills recently as high as $16.99 for 50-60ml. So $18.99 for 100ml really isn't too bad. If you watch certain shows as well, such as the Bitches of Eastwick, head over to their live stream on a Friday night and you'll also find an Empire Vape Co discount code, which I think will get you about 10% off. So let's stop pissing about. I'll give you a wee quick look at the bottle of Tickled Pink there. So as you can see, you've got EVC logo at the top. I think it is focusing in not too bad. You've got a couple of chicks there and Tickled Pink. On this side here, you've got all your usual warnings and all the kind of information as to batch numbers, who made it, when it expires, etc. And I quite like these kind of blacked out style bottles. So today we're going to test this out on the Vape and El Mono Vapour Widowmaker RDA with a couple of alien coils in there, which are coming out at 0.12 ohms, and we're going to start off at 3.2 volts, which translates to 85 watts. So let's get that dripped in. So as I say, we're going to start off at 85 watts. Kikichiga, honestly. So the inhale on this is a straight up vanilla, but towards the end of that inhale there's a very gentle strawberry starts to peek through. On the exhale, what you then start to get is the same custard there, but there's hints of vanilla running through it, and at the same time there's a kind of slight creaminess to it, a wee bit like what you would get in a mother's milk kind of recipe. There's a wee bit of that kind of creaminess comes through as well, almost like a kind of powdered strawberry that you get there. The strawberry flavour in this brings a nice sweetness to it as well. However, there is not any kind of obvious sweetener in the juice itself from what I can taste. There's the sweetness from the strawberry, but there's none of that kind of sugariness in the mouth or on the lips. In fact, I know this isn't the first time I've vaped this. I vaped it as soon as it comes through the door pretty much. But I've noticed as well, you're left more with a strawberry taste in your mouth rather than a sweetener as such. So I quite enjoy kind of mother's milk recipes and mother's milk juices, any kind of strawberry shake style things, but I think I could probably replace all of them with this. I prefer the custard with the strawberry, and there's a nice blend of creaminess through that as well. Overall, a very, very good juice. For me, it's definitely a juice that could be an all-day vape, and the lack of sweeteners that I'm tasting in there suggests that probably if you stick this in a sub-ohm tank, it's not going to absolutely kill your coils, and the same in an RTA. You're probably going to be able to wick that up and it'll last quite a bit of time because there's not loads and loads of sweetener piled into this juice. So overall, the Tickled Pink is a thumbs up. So we are now going to move on to the Killer Custard, and I've done this deliberately before this one because this is the salted caramel Killer Custard. So I thought let's try the base before we do the fancy ones. So this, I'll hold it up to the camera, but so this Killer Custard comes in another nice bottle from EVC. The logo at the top there, Killer Custard down there, and you've also got the usual warnings that we had in the previous bottle. This is actually kind of 3 skulls that's on there. I don't know if the Logitech webcam's good enough to let you pick that up. Yeah, it is. So pretty cool design. So what we'll do is we'll re-wick the Widowmaker and stick some of this in. So we're back with the Killer Custard. We have it all wicked and ready to go in the Widowmaker. Having a wee sniff at it. It's just custard. That is all you get there, just a whack of custard. I'm not going to do the taste test because I think it kind of screws with your tongue a wee bit when you do a taste test. I could be wrong, but it makes my tongue nip a bit, and I think that could be interfering with the flavours that I get. So let's just pop the lid back on the Widowmaker. And let's have a wee toot. So this has moved about a wee bit just when I've been re-wicking, but let's turn it down to 3 volts on the 0.12 ohm alien coils, which is coming out at 75 watts. So, what is it? Custard, 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 and custard. And it does a very, very fucking good job of being custard. The inhale is like a kind of that almost synthetic school dinnery custard that you used to get. Probably don't anymore because of Jamie Oliver, but cheers Jamie. And then on that exhale you have a more kind of fresh vanilla custard coming through with it. Really, really nice. And there is a sweetness to it, but you get that more as you're exhaling. To me anyway, I can taste that more as I'm exhaling. What I don't get is that kind of, again, like the Tickled Pink, I don't get the sweetness in the mouth and all around the lips as such. And to be honest, I think that sweetness is something that I do kind of miss a wee bit with this. I do sometimes like a wee lick at my lips after some custard flavours or some kind of cakey flavour. But I can see why that hasn't been put in. I can see why it's not got sweetener in it. Or if it does, it's a very, very little amount. And that's basically, it stops the juice for killing coil. So although it's not got the sweet lips that I kind of like, I could put this in a sub-ohm tank and not worry too much about it, again like the last liquid, and I could put it in an RTA and take it out and use it all day without worrying about my coils turning to shit halfway through the day. So they've pulled it off really well though here. It is still an excellent custardy flavour. So the next flavour is the salted caramel. Just hold that up there for you to let you see the logos and stuff. So pretty similar to the Killer Custard, it does have that on it. It's their kind of Killer Custard's big brother, wee brother, I don't know. But they've got the salted caramel in there this time and the warnings in the back, etc, etc. You've seen that already. So let's give this a wee try. We have got the Widowmaker once again re-wicked and ready to go. Part of me was thinking that I even need to re-wick it if it's kind of salted caramel going in there, but we did it anyway. What I did mean to add in was that when you're vaping these custards, it's probably a good idea to play about with your wattage a wee bit. You might find certain sweet spots for yourself that brings the kind of custard flavour out a wee bit more and brings any fruits out behind the custards as well. So we're already ready to go, and we're going to start off at, let's go for 80 watts with the salted caramel Killer Custard. So, salted caramel custard. No shit, Sherlock, it tastes like salted caramel with custard. But absolutely fantastically well done though. The inhale, you are getting a deep, rich caramel flavour with maybe the slightest hints of that custard towards the end of your inhale. But then you exhale and the custard comes through. It's as if somebody said a bowl of custard, warmed up some caramel, thrown it in and mixed it all up. You're getting kind of equal amounts of that custard coming through and equal amounts of the caramel. And although it says killer custard, it's not really the same as the killer custard juice itself. I think there's less of that fresh vanilla-ness to it. And that custard becomes again darker and richer, and I think that's just when it's combining with the caramel flavour. There's like kind of even amounts through the exhale of both the custard and the caramel, but it's just absolutely moorishly good. I'd say it's a bit sweeter. The sweetness is still mainly on the exhale. Still not quite coating the mouth, but there is a wee bit of more sweetness to this juice, and that'll be the caramel that's bringing that on. Still not going to be a coil killer. Sub-ohm tanks, RTAs, etc, etc. Go for it. I've said it 3 times now. Just fling them in it, it'll be fine. Absolutely could use that as an all-day vape. So it reminds me very much of at school, or I think we had them in the council canteen as well when I worked there. You used to get wee squares of cake. It was like a kind of biscuit base with caramel on top and wee kind of chocolate nibbles over the top, and they used to serve that just fucking doused in custard. That really is what that reminds me of, minus the biscuit base. That's pretty much what it tastes like. These kind of e-liquids nowadays are getting more like, instead of trying to keep you off cigarettes, they'll like try to keep me off of cakes. Absolutely fantastic. So that's the entire EVC range now covered from Empire Vape Co. These were all purchased by myself, with the exception of the Dead Man's Arm. I have bought my own bottle now, but the first bottle was kindly given to me by Ronnie Campbell, so cheers for that. But out of these 4 flavours, what are we going to say is the best? Very, very difficult. If I was picking just out of the 3 that I reviewed tonight, salted caramel, killer custard runs away with that all day. It's got all the loveliness of the killer custard with some salted caramel, so it's not to love. However, if we consider the full range, including this Dead Man's Arm, which was reviewed a week or so ago, this is the one that comes out on top. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to get too into it, but the custard in it is lovely. The sponge flavour and the jam is just absolutely moorish, lovely, and that has just got to be number 1. I must say, guys, I would recommend all these flavours any day of the week. Absolutely gorgeous. If you want to purchase them yourselves, if you search for Empire Vape Co on Google, you'll be able to find their website. I can't link it on YouTube. So guys, while we're on the subject of Chris Bell and Empire Vape Co, Chris takes quite a lot to do with VapeTube, so if you haven't already, head over there and get subscribed to my channel. All your favourite YouTubers that know what they're talking about are also there, so subscribe to them as well. But that community is getting bigger and bigger by the day, so please try and take part where you can. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like what you see, hit the like button below. Don't forget to leave a wee comment. Let me know if you've tried any of these flavours and exactly what you think of them. If you think I'm talking shite, don't be scared to say so, and don't forget as well to subscribe to the channel. So once again, I have been Pud Puffs. Thank you very much to the special guest on my forehead for also being in attendance, and I'll see you in the next video.